To make the skeleton bike, you're going to need 2 wheels, one with a thin tire and one with a fat tire, 2 black pins, a 2x2 plate with pinholes underneath, 2 bent lift arms, 1x2 bracket plate, 1 long bone, 2 short axles, 2 1x2 plates with 2 clips, 1 1x2 plate with 2 handles, one at each end, and 3 1x2 plates with side handles. We're going to start with the 2x2 plate with the hole underneath. And you're going to take your 2 black pins and stick them, 1 in each end of this, so that it looks like this. Now we're going to take one of your bent lift arms and we're going to stick the pin into one of the holes. Now, picking the right hole is very important. Start at the long end. The first hole is a crisscross hole, and then we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4 round holes, and the pin goes into that 4th round hole, which means that there should be 2 more holes before you reach the bend. And now we're going to take the 2 axles, and they stick into the crisscross holes at each end, like this. The next stage is to add the wheels. The wheel with the fat tire goes at the short end, the short bend, and the wheel with the thin tire goes at the long end. Now, right now, if you go like this, those wheels will just fall off. So it's important to kind of keep it steady and the right way up for the next step. And the next step is to take the other lift arm and we're going to stick it on top. Now, you have to make sure that it's positioned the same way as the first lift arm. Like right now, here's my first lift arm, and my second lift arm, the bend is at the other end. So I've got to turn it around. Make sure the 2 lift arms look as if they're the same shape. And then you stick the axles into the crisscross holes at the end and the pin into the same hole on this lift arm and push down until it all comes together firmly. So this is the body of your bike. Turn it this way so that the bend kind of goes up a bit and it should roll across the table. If it doesn't roll freely, you might want to just pull the sides apart ever so slightly so that the lift arms at the sides aren't rubbing against the wheels. Now, as you've been doing this, it doesn't matter what way up this piece in the middle has been, but now it does. Like right now, mine is upside down. I can see the underneath of it where the pins go rather than the studs. So I want to just reach in there and twist it around on the pins so that it sits more like this, like level with the tops of the lift arms. Now, I'm going to take this piece here, my little bracket piece, and I'm going to stick it down on the 2 studs that are closest to the thinner wheel, so that the 2 studs that are facing out face towards that wheel. And then I'm going to tip the whole thing up just slightly so this sticks up a bit above the pieces on the sides. Now I need one of the pieces with the handle at the side, and I'm going to stick it on top of those side studs so that the handle points upwards. And then I'm going to take a clippy piece and I'm going to clip it onto that handle like this, so it's sticking up even further. Now I'm going to take my next clippy piece, and it doesn't clip on, it sticks on by the studs onto the bottom of your first plate there, so the clips are pointing downwards. Like if I fold it like this, the clips disappear down in between everything. But they aren't going to do that because we're going to use them to clip on this big long bone. Now, when I push this forward, the bone catches on the sides, and that holds it in position. This is the right position that it should be in. Now I take this one here with the handles at each end and I stick it on top. These are the handles for the skeleton to hold on to. The skeleton doesn't sit on the bike because Lego skeletons don't sit very well. So he stands right here on the studs on this platform, and then he holds on to these handlebars. And these last two pieces are more just for decoration. They stick on here. You stick the studs of them into these two holes here, just past your black pin. And the same on the other side. So that kind of makes a surround for the area that the skeleton stands in. And that is your finished skeleton bike.